Take 3, welcome back to Joindota League Season number 5, Master Revolution 5. And welcome back to Truesight TV. We've got Isurus Gaming up against INTZ. It's their tournament life hangs in the balance. And the balance says, well, if they win this one, they actually are in Division 2. If not, they have to play some more games. If Isurus wins or loses, nothing really happens to them. They get a slap on the wrist, basically.
10 seconds.
Anyways. It's going with the same Phase 1 bans. It turns out Isurus this time will ban out the Bristleback. Cannot blame them for that at all. And, of course, they'll ban out the Troll Warlord, which they use to much success. It is going to be an Axe Shadow Fiend combo, though, so we're get to see DDX playing Shadow Fiend this evening. No Storm Spirit ban, I'm assuming, and Nadara's legendary Mirana as well. Interestingly enough, they also banned the Beastmaster, which is interesting. We see a Lion ban on the other side, and the Clockwork Respect banned out to Dolce. I am still mystified by his build completely. I have no idea what the purpose of it was. I have no idea why he did such things. I've got nothing, to be honest. But, oh, well, I guess, I mean, that's how it goes. We do have Mirana picked up by Isurus Gaming. I really like the Mirana Shadow Fiend combo. You guys know I'm a big Shadow Fiend player myself. And Shadow Blade on him, let's just go ahead and say it, it's pretty good. It works. It gets the job done. Most of the time, anyway. Because you can just pop up with your ult pretty much out of nowhere. Now in the competitive scene, we don't see Shadow Blade picked up. Mostly because people look at that and say, that is a trash tier item. I hate that item. Never again will I have that item with me. I don't like that item at all. We're never going to use it. The end of all story ever. And that's pretty much it. But Mirana's ult can work like a Shadow Blade in that sense, seeing as Shadow Fiend can use it to set up his own ult, and it works perfectly. You don't have to buy the Shadow Blade, it saves money, saves time, saves energy, saves flame, and etc. But Tree and Protector coming up on the other side, I'm interested. Is this a core or a support? And honestly, Tree Sniper's a very strong combo.
10 seconds remaining.
We remember the days of Treever, which is Tree and Weaver. Well, this is Triver, Tree and Sniper, but actually Crystal Maiden coming in for Isurus. Interestingly enough, they don't go with anything standard Mirana partner stuff, like the Bane or the Shadow Demon, and actually Phoenix coming out from INTZ, interestingly enough. Okay, I'm down. Offlane Phoenix, I guess, for Dudu.
10 seconds remaining.
I can't remember if I've seen him play Phoenix or not. And I do apologize for being a bit all over the place tonight, ladies and gents, but
Reserve time.
well, I do the best I can, you know? Anyways, we do see Doom banned out, actually. And this makes me think Isurus want to go with the Storm for DDX and
5
run,
seconds remaining.
I would assume, Pepita on Shadow Fiend then. Which I believe they may have done before. It's going to be Pepita Anti-Mage. That explains the Doom ban. The Slark ban's interesting from INTZ, but, I mean, nobody likes playing as Slark anyway. So Isurus going to try to take it a little late. Their lineup's pretty greedy. But if it gets to the late game, it can definitely win the late game. I would say for sure. Brewmaster, though, on the side of INTZ, as their mid safe liner? I didn't know. I didn't know. It'll be interesting to see, of course, some SP Revolution 5 for Truesight TV. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight and joining us for this lovely broadcast. And let me just remove Archaea's name from the broadcast right now, since he is a young fella. He has to go to bed. Aye, he does. Let me actually go ahead and upload our VOD from earlier. That's not the right button for it. This is.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Just a moment here and we will get into the introductions.
Prepare for battle.
Game 1 of 2. Okay. Publish video when it's done, and let's get started with some introductions here, ladies and gents. Of course, on the side of INTZ, this time on your dire side, your victors from the previous game, we've got Tree Protector, played by ACC225, playing this sniper. Over here on Brewmaster, we will have to do, actually. Cobb will be on your Vengeful Spirit. And last but not least, it's the Call Phoenix Bird. That's right, it's the Laser Bird herself, himself, whichever gender it is. I don't even know. But that'll be played by Laposa. On the side of Isurus, of course, we've got Fullback on the Crystal Maiden, sporting a very nice set, but no Arcana. Pepita will be running, I believe, the Na'Vi. There's a Na'Vi anti-mage set?
This will come in handy.
I thought it... Okay, I thought that was Burning set. Turns out I was wrong. Anyways, Pepita will be running the anti-mage set there. Dolce Mania will be on the Axe up top, supported by Nadara on the Mirana. And in the mid lane, it's a DDX on the Swagger Friend, the Shadow Fiend. Everybody's favorite. I don't get why people hate this hero in the meta right now. It's like, who's boring to watch. Raises are quite a skill thing to do. Sorry if I'm not making much sense, but I just think they are.
Denied.
Anyway, Laposa actually is probably going to be first blood, but ACC actually picks up Dolce Mania on the top lane. Excuse me for that, guys. And it looks like they actually will manage to keep Laposa alive here with the salve. Going to be enough, it looks like. And up top, it looks like Nadara might get harassed out by the tree as well. Dolce has gone back to the jungle, so Nadara looks like he's going to be sitting here actually doing the farming this time around. Kind of a semi-core, but Tree, now that he's got boots and, well, 89 base damage, he actually does chunks of Mirana's health per hit. And there's a slow. A few more right clicks will do the job. One, he needs 2 more and he can't quite get him off. And I think he knows it too. That's why he backed off there. We'll see Cobb going around and securing the rune right now. Gotta favor Isurus' lineup here though. 2 of my favorite heroes, the Swagger Fiend and the Anti-Mage. And what's not to love? Well, if you love fun, I guess there's a lot not to love. And actually, Mirana gonna throw out an arrow. ACC really getting some great harassment off here. And Nadara just forced to run. She can't trade hits with the tree man. And there's a bit of a ping issue. We can go back to our dramatic reading here. Let's see. Where was I? For those of you who are just joining us, we've got a Feeder's Guide to Feeding, or how I ended up with 56 games of low priority. Dramatic reading from Reddit going on while we pause. And of course, as soon as I explain it, well, that's the end of that. Mid lane though, DDX getting jumped on by a stun and shrapnel. Misses 2 raises, not just one. And, well, there he goes. He dead. He dead. Sniper is possibly the most formidable opponent for Shadow Fiend, and Sniper can get a quick Mask of Madness, treads, phase, whatever he wants to build. It's going to be a tough game for Shadow Fiend the rest of the game. To be completely honest, I mean... And 225 getting nailed with the arrow. There's a raise. There's a second raise. Is it enough though? Shrapnel coming out. He trades hits. He actually does finish him off. I mean, it was pretty clear it was going to be enough, but actually Cobb faked the wave of terror. Nadara looking for the arrow. Okay, it's almost too easy. Or is it? The juke! And the grab of the rune. Cobb has a stun, if he wants it. However, he doesn't hit quite as hard as Lady Myrna does. And now Phoenix is actually going to get down to the low ground and be able to grab the rune here. Very nicely played by Leposa. We'll get harassed out, but of course the regen rune already done its work. Already good to go there. Abita, meanwhile, farming up pretty well. Not quite as well as to do in the safe lane Brewmaster, which is an interesting position, but it can definitely get the job done. Meanwhile, Sniper actually does go down in the mid lane. Looks like all 3 raises were necessary there. But Shadow Fiend sitting on 22 souls. The Crystal Maiden Aura will help him out quite a bit as well, seeing as he'll be able to spam those a bit more freely without having to worry about his natural, relatively low mana regen. Meanwhile, we do have Phoenix continually being harassed out. Axe with the smoke up, so he wants to make something happen around the map relatively quickly. I'm assuming... Oh, he does have tranquil boots on the ground, excuse me. They were kind of hidden in the trees there. Didn't quite realize. I was a little worried for a second that Axe had just thrown the game. But he had just thrown his boots onto the ground. Arrow gonna... Well, not connect on a hero, but it does connect to creep. At least, maybe. Getting it low, and Leposa should fall, but the attack speed's slow. It's just too much. Meanwhile, mid lane, DDX, he's dead. He dead. He dead. So dead. And apparently, Treant will be feeding him to the grasses. I don't want to know how that's going to happen, but apparently that is going to happen. There is a bounty rune, actually, spotted out for the axe, and up top a haste rune for the Vengeful Spirit. Anti-Mage actually with some power treads up already, and a ring of health he'll be doing okay here. Cobb gonna try to bait an arrow out of Nadara and then juke him. He's actually moving around here. He wants to get in there, land a stun, and have Sniper follow up the ult. You can just see it in his little Vengeful Spirit eyes there of bloody redness. But actually, Nadara circling back, can't decide what he wants to do here, it looks like. I mean, my Axe at least does have his level 6. I find it strange that creeps don't attack things that are dropped on the ground. At all. Period. But actually, there's going to be an ult out from the Phoenix. Fullback will just TP away. Anti-Mage is blinking away. They won't have none of that. You can just have your respawn, and we'll go home. How about that, buddy? Sniper sitting mid does have himself bottle crowing nothing, because he's not bottle crowing with Skip the Delivery Frog. The auspicious Skip the Delivery Frog. Actually, a very nice courier
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
picked up by Nadara there as well. A few hits being traded. Sorry for my moments of silence here. I'm honestly just chilling out. Again, thank you for choosing Truesight TV as your commentary Dota 2 studio this evening.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Honestly, a very slow early game. What you expect with an anti-mage. He does have very good farm, sitting about 1900 away from the Battle Fury right now at 9 minutes. If you guys will give me just a moment here. And actually, just as I'm getting back, we're going to see a Brewmaster split come out on fullback. Anti-Mage already blinking away from the Phoenix Sun, which apparently is still on the board in some capacity. I'm not really sure. Crystal Maiden does go down. The Brewmaster ult not wasted to do, getting a bit of a pickoff there. And I like the aggressive team they have against the Anti-Mage to be able to find pickoffs. However, Anti-Mage is going to blink away. He is still surviving with this Perseverance very early on here. A gem that grants heart to the bearer. Although, I don't think you'll ever grant him a heart for magic. Dulcimania, though, in a bit of trouble. Sniper gonna just back up a bit from him. The arrow will nail Phoenix, and Dulce looking for something here. A taunt. And actually, they could have gotten a dunk had Dulce just lived a little bit longer. He doesn't quite have his blink dagger yet. Well, he doesn't quite have much. And Nadara, well, they're just keeping vision up. Oh, but nice disjoint there from the Mirana. Lady Mirana, living just a little bit longer. Suppose is actually going to use an aggressive Urn Charge, which is, keep in mind, now pure damage. That will cut straight through that mana shield. Nailed by the arrow, though. Leposa is probably dead. Pepita will at least secure the kill. Can buy out a part of the Battle Fury if he, well, if he gets to. But actually, Cab here in a bit of trouble. Dolce coming back into the fray. He's gonna run into some creeps and doesn't quite have his blink dagger, so this is not looking so great for him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As actually Vengeful Spirit takes down Mirana, now looking for, well, anything else he can find. He's not going to find much, though, as Anti-Mage. He does pick up that Claymore. He's got a TP to get back down here, and he could actually make it. He can actually possibly get the kill on Cobb, or at least help here. They need to get a hit off from the Anti-Mage, or a couple from the Axe. Axe will actually just wait it out, and Anti-Mage just sitting by watching, I guess. They did need the dunk, I believe, to secure that kill completely, though. Meanwhile, they've spotted Nadara up here. You're not pulling the wool over their eyes that easily, buddy. Actually, 3,500 gold saved up for DDX. Is this? No. It couldn't be. I want to see it. Oh, nice dodge of the arrow there. Okay. No, he isn't. I think he might actually be going Radiance Shadow Fiend at the moment. No, he's not. Just kidding. Okay. Not gonna lie, I was worried. Because when your teammate goes 3,800 gold and goes straight for the secret shop, you know something's up. You just know. You do. Blap to Archaea had to call it a night. It was past his poor little baby bedtime. I mean, joking, of course. But DDX actually, with the Void Stone alone, and actually the full Yules coming up now at 13 minutes, a little farther behind than he'd like, but it does the job. ACC is going to be defending the tower. He already took down the Phoenix. They're actually going to use the Crystal Maiden ult. Nicely done here. Cut into the tree line by fullback in conjunction with the arrow from Mirana. And that'll secure the kill. Axe actually picks up his Blink Dagger in the meantime. 13 minutes, not an awful timing, but a pretty bad one nonetheless.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
Sniper going to be hanging out near mid. And the pause. Okay, now we'll get back to our Feeder's Guide to Feeding. This is, you need to pick the right heroes. Faceless Void, a well-placed Chronosphere can save the enemy from a gank. Spirit Breaker, charge in, then do nothing. Has the drawback of providing some vision on the enemy. Leshrac, because even when you're to play him normal, you're probably going to feed. Now let's say you didn't know you were going to feed before hero selection. You can still throw the game if you do it right. That means building the right items on your hero. Buy the courier first. Don't activate it. Later feed it along with others in formation only. It's key, guys. Buy up observer wards as soon as they're available to place strategically around your ancients. Your ancient, excuse me. Boots of travel are a must for added speed. Okay, we'll get back to this in a bit. Looks like the TeamSpeak problems are fixed. Just trying to keep you guys entertained at the end, of course. Okay, where were we? Boots of travel are a must for the added speed. Force staff allows you to take your teammates out of position, ensuring more feeding. Armlet allows for faster HP drain. Make sure not to accidentally target the enemy. Okay, are we actually going now?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Anti-Mage though with a 14-minute Battle Fury. Oh, Dudu. Dudu is actually going to blink out of the way. He'll pop the ult and using Tree as bait. I honestly thought it was just a BM kind of thing there. Tree actually tries to get a leech seed off, but DDX, he's charging up the ult. They'll actually leech seed him back. Mirana, no ulti available yet. Actually, was just used a little while ago, but DDX is going to end up going down. Applies a debuff to a couple, but doesn't do too much damage in the process. Meanwhile, Papito looking straight for the Vladimir's offering. Since he has been able to get this Battle Fury very early on. Can't blame him for that. He's actually been able to put 3 points in stats. And still survive. Not a death on the board. 129 last hits. Right here at the 15-minute mark. Very well done. Sniper will take down the Axe. And actually take down the Crystal Maiden as well. And though, Venge is actually going to be able to finish up the Medallion and pick up a set of sentries. It looks like Tree is going to be going for that Hand of Midas for the Ags Refresher. Because, I mean, you know. It's a good build. It is actually a very legitimate build, in my opinion. But Papita, the little potato that could. Well, let's just put it this way. He knew he could, and he definitely can. Topping the board by 40 last hits next to his own teammate, DDX. And 60 above any player on the enemy team. This is how to anti-mage. Step 1, get a support that can help you. That's, I think, the most important thing. If you don't have support in lane, you are useless as anti-mage.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Shadowfiend now with the Blink Dagger to complement the Yules. The blue... Blinker blues. I don't know. I tried to do something there. It wasn't interesting and it turned out. And the Posa is actually going to be going Midas as well, it looks like. So that'll be quite interesting to say the least. Not up top, Phoenix is going to try to respond to Shadowfiend. They haven't lost the tower just yet. Now keep in mind they do have a lot of good push now. Shadowfiend coming in, they actually land the arrow. And they'll use the Yules to set it up as well. Nicely done by Nadara. I still think this Yules thing, it's so broken.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think there's ever been an item removed from Captain's Mode, though. I'd like to see Yules removed from Captain's Mode. And actually, Shadowfiend gonna take down at least one Panda. The split not going too well for Dudu right now. And a call faked from the Axe. He gets it off, though. Cobb, the focus of that, of course. And Brewmaster going down on the other end. The Axe does go down to a Wave of Terror, but DDX is actually invis right now. Getting just what his collection needed with the Vengeful Spirit kill. Actually, Venge with no aura is, well, not going to provide any benefit to her feeding. Actually, Crystal Maiden on the run here. There's an arrow. It's going to nail Leposa, who has just been walking into him this game. Now, fullback will go down, and Leposa is actually going to be fine. And the Dara is sitting in the tree line. Just hanging out. They do take down a tower, though. Andy Mage. Doing a lot of work. In fact, what has he got coming to him? Is that a full Yasha already? Wow. 18 minutes. Yasha, Battle Fury, Treads, Vlad's. That is very impressive. We're looking at a 20-minute Manta.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, again, this is just textbook anti-mage. He's getting 60 last hits every 3 minutes. That's 20 last hits a minute, ladies and gentlemen. What's his goal per minute? 575 at 18 minutes. That is... it's ridiculous. It just is. Not to mention he hasn't died once, which I think is the most critical thing.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, Nadara is actually going to be able to leap away here. Tree line will be destroyed, though, and he'll be going down to Dudu here. 225 now, dominating. And actually has enough for the Sanjanyasha. The twin sisters of fighting and stuff. Up top, Dolce, though, he's dropping low. Trying to get a dunk off on Cobb, but not enough range to do so. Dudu will be able to bring him down. And there's your Sanjanyasha for Sniper. Dudu also working on a Aghanims. Venge just buying wards. Tree working on that Midas. Now DDX, he needs a right click. He needs a right click. Oh, he doesn't need a right click, it turns out. He actually just needs a raise. 12 souls going his way pretty easily. Phoenix now picking up the Midas. 20 minutes in as a core, I'd say, even an offlane core that's utility and doesn't need that many items. I still question it. I think it's fine for Tree at this point because Well, if he can eventually secure the Ags, that's huge. Arrow gonna miss. They're actually gonna taunt them, keep them in range of the Crystal Maiden ult. And actually, there will be a Phoenix ult coming down. They can't quite finish her off. The stun comes out on 2, on 3. Nadara goes down. Shadow Fiend on the other side. It's a 4-man wipe. But where's the Anti-Mage? Anti-Mage sitting mid lane. He's actually going for that mid tower. Can he bring it down? It looks like he can, just barely. He'll be able to blink out. And actually, he's going to man-fight Leposa, or Leposa's rather going to man-fight him. Manta comes in, and Anti-Mage instantly pops and takes him down. Going to go after ACC now. Doesn't have enough mana to cast, well, anything at this point. But luckily, Pepita can't see him. The little potato doesn't have eyes. But the hills do. The hills have eyes, kids. Actually, that is not a movie for kids. I've never seen it, but I hear it's not. Meanwhile, though, 225, I'm sure, looking towards a Scotty now. Oh, but Anti-Mage actually takes down the Treant Protector? And he's not going to be able to protect that stack in the jungle either. Did Tree at least? Yeah, he did use the Midas, so that's, I mean, it's something. It ain't much, though. Vengeful Spirit now under fire. There's a Manta available. He can split, yep, and he will. He doesn't even need the Mana Void to finish her off, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there we go. Pepita now dominating. Excuse me.
Dire's middle tower.
An axe? Is Axe going Midas? He certainly has a glove. It's a little questionable, but hey, I mean, if you need more attack speed, go ahead, Axe. I mean, whatever floats your boat, man.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I do have to say, I just really love the physics on this weapon. That's it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, invisibility coming out from Mirana. They could line up a Shadow Fiend ulti with this if they're careful. Don't see any detection down for the enemy team at the moment. They're actually going to walk right into it. Come on, DDX. DDX. Oh, no. He goes into the trees. They'll actually slow down him. And actually, the Crystal Maiden ulti coming out. Brewmaster Split already committed. There's going to be 2 slowed by it there, though, to stop it. And actually, he's going to have to sell fuels to possibly get out of this, and I don't think he will. He won't. 225 now on a mega kill streak. Anti-Mage, though, up top. He's a split pushing. He's got the illusions going. They're actually going to disappear right now, and he'll blink out to safety right now. He'll be going straight Butterfly or Heart. Actually, he needs about 900 to go on it to finish it off at the moment, but I mean, Pepita is farming very fast. Very fast. Is it enough, though? He hasn't been in a full 5-on-5 engagement yet because, well, frankly, he just hasn't died. Mirana is going to have a Midas here. They want to take this late. And that shows why Pepita is so willing to go for the Vladimir's offering here. He knows he's going to have an item slot he's going to get rid of eventually. And that is what that item slot's going to be for him, I believe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh my, this is good.
Sorry guys, had a little bit of a sniffle there. 225 is going to be on the run from Dolce Mania. He's going to take a lot. He is going to get slowed here by fullback, who's basically feeding, and actually nothing comes out of it for Isurus. It's going to be a 2-0 for INTZ. The Posa will go down, though, to Pepita. There we go. Who's on a mega kill streak now. And actually, we've got Shadow Fiend split pushing bot lane. These two heroes are very adept at split pushing. It's going to be a Yasha for Shadow Fiend as well, so he is going to be going into that Manta style for full split push capability, it looks like. Meanwhile, Pepita is actually approaching a Rax, and he'll be able to get a few hits off. The glyph actually used to save 2 towers, not just 1. Oh! Okay, it's a good thing he canceled that in time. Barrier getting a little close for comfort as actually Crystal Maiden's gonna go down on the mid lane to 225. But the rat potential coming out from Pepita. He'll bring this tower pretty low. They may have a tree, but the tree may not be able to save all their towers. Sniper is also going to take down Mirana for a godlike spree at this point. Something great. Axe actually built a mask of what the what? I'm sorry. What is Dolce doing? Please, no armlet again. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be armlet axe, isn't it? Anti-Mage now with the Basher as well. He is tanky as can be at this point. Let me just put into perspective how much farm he's got. 806 gold per minute. Almost 1,000 XP per minute. And, yeah. Sitting on 350 CS, basically. It's an outstanding anti-mage game, but is it enough to turn this game for Isurus? They are sitting at a net worth deficit or lead of about 3k. XP lead of barely any. The XP per minute falling apart as you see the Axe and the two supports are just not getting any. Crystal Maiden sitting level 10, Mirana 11, and Axe 11 as well. But Pepita will come in here, he'll get the Mana Void off on the big laser bird. And Pepita, well, he's just gonna get in and get out. Now booting over 1,000 gold XP per minute, excuse me. He still has yet to die this entire game. After this priming the ulti is actually Axe. Blinks on in, there's an arrow on Cobb. He'll get the dunk, but Dolce will go down as well. And 225 is still beyond godlike. He's at least died twice, unlike the Axe. And no, or unlike the anti-mage, excuse me.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I guess the Axe hasn't died twice either, because he's died 8 times instead. Actually, anti-mage, instead of blinking back, he'll blink forward onto 225, who is trying to get away. He'll get Yulesed. Not hit with the raise, though. A few misplays from DDX here tonight. Now, DDX, he can charge up the ult if he needs to. He isn't going to. Sorry for that random thing here. Hush, little iPad, don't say a word. And actually, there's the Manta coming in for Shadow Fiend as well. Sorry about that. I was trying to silence it. What's next for Anti-Mage? Well, I can only assume Butterfly and Abyssal. Probably Abyssal first. I don't think he wants to sell the Vlads anytime soon. Once he has Abyssal, though, I think he could take a 5-on-5 fight. Nobody's building MKB anytime soon here. Maybe Sniper is. But still 1,400 away from that right now. No, but Pepita's gonna get stunned, and it barely does any damage. And he doesn't really care. Oh, but they spot him out. They spot the tree. Oh, the tree's been seen. And there we go. Tree going down as well. Anti-Mage and Crystal Maiden coming away with kills. Fullback actually has been really on point with the ultis here this evening. And there's your Abyssal Blade for Anti-Mage. There was a buyback out of Venge that fight as well. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be MKB for the sniper. Anticipating the anti-mage's eventual butterfly pickup. Battlefly? The battlefly, yeah. It's a fly that you can ride into battle. Now available at Toys R Us. I don't even know. Guys, it's late for me. It's been a long day. Of nothing. You know? Anti-mage ulti used does not secure the kill, however, but Leposa gonna get bashed. And gonna get, well, his wings broken and beaten down there. Doo-doo. He's gonna have a BKB pretty soon. Axe, okay. A 30-minute Midas is a bit crazy here. I am... Dolce Tritumania. I don't even... What? I don't see the point. To be completely honest. I mean, how late do you want to take this game, Isurus? Does Anti-Mage need a refresher? And a Necro? And an AC on the courier? 2 rapiers in the stash, just in case. Rush does respawn in a few minutes. I think it said 4? Oh, 2 minutes. I'm stupid. The axe plays Dazzle? What? I've never heard that line before in all my Dota years. At least I don't think. Dolce. Well, he's using the Midas. He's got 1,200 in the bank. Is it Scepter Bloodstone or something? Actually, Cobb will be revealed here. Papita gonna go ahead and get stunned, actually, Jadu. BKB'd up. There was an ult out for Crystal Maiden, however, she is, well, she's dead now. Yep, actually. Now she's going to kill off the Anti-Mage Illusions. Anti-Mage forced to retreat. They're sending in the Axe Illusions now. And we're sharp respawning in just a minute. Well, not really in the lead in terms of golden XP, but in the lead in terms of kills, however. Sniper now should have his MKB. Oh, Daedalus, actually, for him. My mistake. And Anti-Mage, well, I'm only assuming is working towards the Battle Fury, or Butterfly. I keep saying Battle Fury when he's already got one. I don't know why. I don't know why. Shadowfiend on the run now. Gonna continue farming. Honestly, wouldn't be too surprised to see him going for a butterfly as well. Anti-Mage now gets the double damage rune, and well, although he could break the base with it, why do that when you could farm some more? What's he got? He's going butterfly, yeah. And actually, 1,000 gold and then a little more. He'll have it. In fact, I believe he could go ahead and sell the Vlads right now and have it. Yeah, it looks like he's going to get it on the trip home. However, the Dire know about Roche. Keep in mind, the Anti-Mage still has yet to die. 801 for him. A whopping 875 gold per minute and 944 XP per minute. This is about as good as you can get farming creeps. Not the fastest Battle Fury in the world, but in terms of what he did right afterwards, it's quite a lot. And actually, there is the butterfly. Jeff Goldblum, The Fly 2, I don't know. And now Boots of Travel, and he'll be officially 6th slotted. I do believe. Intimate's still trying to scrounge creeps up wherever he can. I wouldn't be surprised to see him just outright sell the treads right now. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, actually, Shadow Fiend in a bit of trouble. He should be dead. He dead. 225 beyond godlike now. 13 and 2. 4K in the bank as well as the Aegis and the other 5 slots that are definitely quite full. Actually, gonna see Anti-Mage with a haste rune. He's on the prowl. He's gonna blink forward. He'll try to go in Cobb, and he's already dead. Yep, he got him. That's a godlike spree. He leaves the gem on the ground because he just can't pick it up. Like, he doesn't even have a room. Tree picks it up, it looks like. Mirana ulti beginning to fade as well. But again, the team of Isurus, they basically got all the time in the world. They've got one of the better carries in the game, and then Shadow Fiend on top of that, and then Mirana, who is, well, she's scaling toward the late game. Accident with a Maelstrom. For some reason. I'm sorry, Dolce. I just don't quite get it, bro.
Dire's top
I don't.
attack.
I don't okay, can anyone tell me why this guy would possibly go 30-minute Hand of Midas? And if you can explain the rest of the stuff, that's nice too, but I really just need to know about the 30-minute Hand of Midas. They literally have a Lincoln's they're just using to protect Pepita. Their little baby potato. Here's all they have.
Barracks are under attack.
Is all they really need to protect, of course, as well. Meanwhile, he's actually going to get hexed. The Midas from Dudu paying off immensely, but Pepita, he'll actually split into 3. He's going to go down here. The first time this game, he does fall. He does have buyback now, and he has more than enough to buy Boots of Travel as well. Yeah, as you can see. Still has 500 in the bank. However, being able to pick him off actually says the INTZ still has a shot at winning this. Because if Pepita misplays, they could easily lose. Now, Dolce, he'll taunt ACC here. And actually, Cobb is going to go down as well. Shadow Fiend in here. DDX with the double damage. And actually, they're going to bring in the Anti-Mage. He TP's in on the creep. He's going to Mantis out. And here come the racks. They've got a glyph. I don't think they're going to use it on this one, though. There's actually the Posa. Oh, this is why Axe is building attack speed. To kill the Phoenix in the egg. They do take down the Shadow Fiend. The buyback on the Phoenix as well. Shadow Fiend with an MKB. And a buyback. Crystal Maiden and the other 2 supports on the other team. Unless you casualties. I'm not really considering Nadara as much a support right now, since he is a little bit farmed. I mean, he does some damage at least. He does 119 damage per hit and hits relatively fast. So hey, it works. Hey, just getting reclaimed right now off of Sniper. He's got 6,800 gold in the bank. What's he gonna buy? Well, nobody actually has any clue whatsoever. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And actually, Papita in a bit of trouble here. He'll actually be forced to back off. 225 doing a lot of damage with that Sange and Yasha. A couple of those Sange procs coming through. You can hear that it sounds like a piece of wood actually snapping when the Sange procs. I've learned this because I've been playing too much Sniper recently. Sniper will actually pick up 2 javelins on himself and actually sit with 4.2k in the bank. It's going to be the MKB coming up for him next. He's a fast fella, that's for sure. Where'd that arrow go? Oh, isn't going to hit. Unfortunately, Bounty Rune found by the Anti-Mage. I don't know what need he has for it at this point, unless he wants to get a Refresher and a Necro 3 and a Necro 4. The ultimate goal being the Necro 4, of course. Actually, we'll smoke up behind the Shadow Fiend here. Anti-Mage still split pushing bot lane. And you pop the Lincolns. They know Mirana's nearby now, because the Lincolns just got popped. And they know that Isurus isn't stupid enough to send their 2 cores straight mid with no backup. 225, he's not falling for that stuff. He still has buyback though, 800 surplus as well. Shrapnel coming out, DDX forced to split. Anti-Mage actually going for the top racks yet again. Not quite finding it. And actually, there's a bullseye in on the tree. And, I believe Anti-Mage just... Secondary Lincolns there got popped anyway. And fullback, well, he did. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen,
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
again, big thanks to you guys for coming out. And watching at Truesight TV, of course. Nidari is going to pop the ulti here. There is no gym up, right? There we go. There is a gym up on Laposa who was... I don't remember if he was in the fight, to be completely honest here. Anti-Mage is still farming. I mean, hey, might as well have that extra rapier money just in case. And yet, Iraq still has yet to be taken. And the slower they push, the more time they give Tree with the Sags, the more time they have to heal up the racks. Like, I am not understanding why we aren't taking a fight. No, they do. Dolce is dead. Dead Shimania. He actually bought out his Mjolnir recipe. Not that he has the Mjolnir as well, but... just bought the recipe. Roche respawns in a minute and 15 seconds. Nobody has slots. Drop your stick, drop your stick. Oh, they take down the Shadow Fiend. And our Int's on the way to a comeback. Well, it's a good question.
Double down on sorcery.
Anti-Mage has the double damage. This is the... okay. Just the just-in-case Maelstrom sitting in the base. Is he buying out a Mjolnir? Yeah. Dolce's like, let me put my Mjolnir recipe on there too, buddy. Oh, but the double damage rune coming in on 225, and 225 is dead. It was a cheap shot indeed. Anti-Mage taking down the Sniper's godlike streak, and actually, well, Dudu taking a little bit of damage from the illusions, but not quite enough. Papita sneaking around, though. He's going to actually jump back in and turn around to take him down. And actually going to try to kill Dudu in the ult form. He'll try to clap. He'll try to get away, but it's not going to be enough. He takes him down, and that's a buyback available, but not quite wanted to be used on that double buyback that's coming out. Vengeful Spirit will die at the hands of Anti-Mage. And Anti-Mage is going to be suffering from a 36% Vengeance aura for a little bit. Now, Sniper does get some mini bashes, some slows, some stuns as well onto the Nadara. Crystal Maiden going down. Nice comeback for INTZ, but is it enough? The Anti-Mage, he's still up. He's still pumping. Still kicking. And as you can see, they're taking Roche, but, well, it's not quite that easy. Tree gets in, he takes the Aegis, ACC. Well, he won't quite make it out, but Dolce Mania, well, he won't make it out either. There's Cheese still on deck. Tree will take that too.
This will come in handy.
Papita still got buyback. He's farmed up 4k gold since he got the Mjolnir, which, keep in mind, he's still sitting on the Battle Fury on the Courier. I guess at this point he just wanted more attack speed. More mana burn, basically. Although I would have personally gone for an MKB against the Brewmaster, but that's just me.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Shadowfiend making it up top. He'll pop the Manta right now. And of course, invisibility coming out from Mirana very quickly. I'll try and take down these rather tanky illusions. Vengeful Spirit. Looking forward, but Papita. Oh dear. That's big. He just took down 225. That's 110 seconds still on the sidelines. Almost 2 minutes. The Jukes. The Yules. The ult. It's the Hex. Oinkork DDX. I think this is death of Leposa. Yep, it is. That's a gem on the deck. He's got a buyback, but he's down for 100 seconds. Oh no, ACC comes in, picks off Crystal Maiden. But Papita, he's unstoppable. He actually takes down the Vengeful Spirit. He's going for the top Rex. Dudu is here. He's alive. But for how long? That's the question. The Laserbird gonna buy back right now. Tree will fall. Someone's around to hear it. Reducing DDX coming in. He's gonna get the split off. Dolce says buyback. Buyback 225. Buyback, but you can't. Oh wait, you can't. Your buyback's on cooldown. That's right. Leposa. He's gonna drop ACC. He's gonna drop the Brewmaster. Can he live? It's just the illusions. He's actually gonna get out. He'll Ghost Scepter. He'll run. But it's at the cost of 2 racks. The dude will turn around and fight, not at his own will. And they're all dead. GG, well played. It's the series will go 1-1 between Isurus and INTZ. I'm SP Revolution 5, and I had a great time with you guys tonight. Thanks again for watching Truesight TV, and hope you had a good one. I still am very confused. What were those builds, Dolce? What were those builds? Anyways, guys, have a good one. Thanks for watching Truesight TV. Don't forget to throw out a follow at SP Revolution 5 and Truesight TV. Also on Facebook at Truesight TV and at SP Revolution 5 Dota. Hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you next time.